A couple years ago, I was at work and I got a phone call. And it was my daughter, and it was on FaceTime, so I'm talking to her. And she says, "Mom, I've been in a little accident." So we rushed to the hospital and spend the day in there and, get home and, tend to her and all of that. My biggest concern was just the protection of her and her rights because she was a minor.
When you have an injured person who's been in a bus accident, whether that's they were in another vehicle and struck by a bus, that's one situation. That bus is a very large vehicle. It's like a truck. It's like a big truck. And so the impact is often more severe, and more times than not, that translates into more serious injuries. Or you could have been a passenger on the bus. And so it's dealing with people who are in a lot of pain. They have a lot of questions. They've got anxiety. The last thing they need to do is be worried about dealing with the insurance company who's just going to try to put more on them, and by more on them, it's nothing good. It's just more stress. The first thing that we do at our firm when we are talking with that injured person who's been involved in an accident is to try to lower their stress level. And you just have to let that person talk to you. You have to let them know first that you're there to listen, that you're there to understand. And then we talk about, okay, here is our plan. Here is how we're going to get you back to where you need to be. Here's how we're going to make sure you are reasonably compensated for everything you've gone through and everything you're still going to go through. And so we talk about that plan, we formulate that plan, then we put that plan in place and try to assure them that you can focus on doing what the doctor says, getting better, spending time with your family, getting back to work, and let us handle the rest of it. One of the biggest mistakes that we have seen, that I've seen, is not giving someone of authority notice of your injury. If you're on a bus involved in an accident, or you have an accident on that bus, maybe there was something defective on that bus. Maybe there's a bar that's come loose. And people don't report that. And so then you go down to the doctor, they take a x-ray, CT scan, or whatever. You got an injury. Now you're trying to either on your own report that back to the bus company, and they say, we have no record of any incident, any accident. Unless there's some type of surveillance video maybe that would establish that, and those things are erased and re-recorded over every single day. So report it right away. Go get medical treatment, get checked out, and see if anybody saw it. Before you get off that bus, hey, did you just see what happened to me? Can I have your name and number? Do you mind if I need you, I can call you at some point in time? In choosing a personal injury attorney, first of all, you need to have a personal injury attorney, not an attorney who occasionally does a personal injury case here and there. You need somebody who works exclusively, if not at least primarily, in that area of law. You need somebody who I believe is well respected, experienced obviously, but well respected in the community. Well respected not only by the judges and courthouse staff, but has the respect of insurance adjusters. You need to have an attorney who is not only experienced, but is willing to go to court and is willing to convey that, and who that insurance company knows this case, if it doesn't get resolved for a reasonable amount, will be tried by this attorney.
Once the case was resolved, Attorney Jean Vaught was able to get her enough to where she was able to purchase items that were not be a burden to her in payment-wise for her to progress in college. So she didn't have any payments. So she can attend college without, a burden.
To the person who has been injured in an accident, who thinks they want to contact an attorney, but feels like, I don't know that financially I'm going to be in a position to do that. The first thing I say is, within the personal injury realm, which is all I do, Our fees are based solely on a contingency. You only pay me, our firm only earns a fee when we resolve your case, whether that be through settlement or whether that be going to trial and getting a jury verdict. And that is a percentage contingency. And you know what? If we don't recover anything for you, you don't owe us anything.
If anybody needs a personal injury, to call Attorney Jane Vaught.